Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. In this video, we are going to take a listen to Mr. Vavi. They had a press conference recently, and then we all know that they have said some things about the GNU even before the GNU actually took place. You know, there was, I think, one of the things they said that it was not a good idea, but they were speaking from a perspective of workers as they are dealing with that. Let's take a listen so that we can hear on what actually Vavi say. Is the position that they had before still there or not? I don't know. Let's get into it. While you are watching, guys, do me a favor, like the video. You can subscribe if you are new. Thank you very much. Let's get into it.
Of the Government of National Unity. We warned when the Government of National Unity was inaugurated that a government led by the ANC and the Democratic Alliance will constitute a doomsday for workers. These amendments are fitting perfectly within the expressions we made at the time. The ANC long shifted to the right, long shifted to serve the interest of the powerful in society, the capitalist class. That was the capitalist class won that victory as way back as in 1995, when the ANC announced its first program of privatization, followed by the introduction of GNU in June of 1996, and then followed by all manner of other economic programs to try and appease the bosses. The ANC, now joined by the Democratic Alliance, spells a disaster for us, the working class, and the marginalized poor majority, which is still the black population. So we're taking a pounding through austerity programs, and end of this month, the Minister of Finance will be announcing further austerity programs, which will cut the expenditure and make life even more difficult for the working class than it is now. These labor amendments must be seen within that, including the refusal to take meaningful steps to arrest the escalating food prices, to do something about the escalating fuel prices, to do very little except paying lip service to the escalating electricity prices. All of these things, we see them as one, not one and the other. They constitute what we call an attack on the living standards of the working class, with the hope that the business will then invest in the economy. And the record of the business is that notwithstanding everything, they have just refused to come to the party. They have just not invested in this economy. As you know, we have over and over again pointed out that we are sitting at around 25% spare capacity in the industrial policy level. We should be not deindustrializing. We should be increasing the levels of industrialization. Secondly, we have pointed out over and over that the bosses are sitting on a 1.4 trillion rands investable cash, which is in the back of their pockets. We have pointed out that the bosses have taken advantage of a loosened monetary policies to shift their primary listings to other countries all over the world, in the process robbing the economy of the resources we so desperately need to develop. We have pointed out that government is doing absolutely very little or nothing to arrest the phenomenon of illicit cash outflows that have now increased from between 300 to 400 billion rands to 1.8 trillion rands, according to the latest figures. So the government continuously goes back to the wall and say, please, we will take the more clothes in this dancing in front of Capital, with the hope that they will eventually come to the party. It has not come to the party. The strategy as a whole is totally wrong.